Hey guys, what's up? It's iPhone here, and welcome to episode 18 of Warframe, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. Sorry I haven't uploaded this in a week, it's just there's a lot of construction work going down at the place that I usually record these videos, so I'm actually having to record this one from home. I thought I'd give it a week to let all the construction work and stuff calm down, but obviously it hasn't done that, so I'm going to be recording up here in 1080p, which means this is just going to take an absolutely long time to render because, you know, I like to upload this in 1080p 60 FPS and, you know, get it looking all nice and fresh and all that good stuff. But you'll notice I have a really cool looking gun on my back. Don't worry about it. It's not that good of a weapon. It's still a good weapon, but, you know, it doesn't outperform things like the Soma or the Heck or anything. It's just like a very cool burst weapon, which is, you know, pretty cool. So, let's just do some housekeeping on the account that I'm on right now. This is my Ultimate Guide account. This is the account that I use whenever, you know, I'm making beginner guide videos. And I usually like to show you guys like all the weapons and stuff that I have completed. So we'll sort by progress, and I have 50 completed out of 373. Don't know how many I had completed in the last video, but just to give you guys sort of a rundown of what I have, I'm going to scroll through them very slowly just so you guys can see all the stuff that I have been using, so you can kind of mimic what I'm doing and, you know, buy or sell depending on, you know, what you think is good or bad. So, you know, it's totally up to you. It's totally your choice because you can make almost any weapon in this game viable apart from the Kraken. Because it's a very bad weapon that you should sell it straight away. But those are all the weapons that I have leveled up to level 30, and that's where I am, or how I got to, you know, Master Rank 8, and then like very close to Master Rank 9. So Master Rank 9 is a different challenge, which I'll have to show you guys in a few later episodes and things like that there. So, you know, don't worry too much about progressing on the Master Rank 9 until I make a video about it if you're following this guide by the book. There's a few weapons here that I have that I still have not leveled up, such as the Tiburon, the regular Paris, the Cernos, and the Grikada. I'm planning on leveling all 4 of these here and then selling them because they're not weapons that you need to hang on to. And then the rest I'm keeping. I'm keeping the Dread, keeping the Heck, keeping the Penta, keeping the Soma. Well, actually, no, I'm not keeping the Penta. You can sell the Penta and you can sell the Toncore. The Toncore does decent damage. But the thing is, you can kill yourself with it, like, really easily, and there's other alternatives out there which may deal more damage, like the Tsar, for example. So you don't have to hold on to the Toncore, and we only really need 1 explosive weapon, so there's no point holding on to the Penta either, because it's just a worse version of the Toncore, in my opinion. So those are weapons that I have right now. As for secondary weapons, I only have a Sestra, which is kind of crap, and for melee weapons, I have the Orphos, Redeemer, Scanna, Broken War, Legion, and the Amphis to level up. The Orphos you could probably sell, the Scanna you can probably sell, the Legion, hold on to that, Broken War, hold on to it, Redeemer, hold on to it, level the Amphis to 30, and then get rid of that there as well. So, that's the account housekeeping done. Now, you guys are probably still on Neptune if you're watching this video. And the reason that we're still on Neptune is because we're scared of the Hyena pack, right? We need to get mods for Nova to make her really powerful, so we can kill these guys really easy with our Heck, right? And to do that there, we have to get like a very specific Nova build, like a 145% power strength Nova build. And we can achieve that by combining 2 mods, Power Drift and Intensify, right? So if you happen to be playing through the game and you don't get, like, let's say Intensify or like any of the, I guess I want to say common rare mods or very easy to understand rare mods, like just like a flat stat bonus or something like that there, so like flow or something like that, I want to show you how to do it in today's video. Now this is going to be a little tiny bit confusing because it's something I've showed you guys before, but it's like a different tier of it, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and mod my Nova up a little bit. Also, I've formatted my Nova 3 times too, guys, so make sure the format kind of copy the polarities I have on here. So you have a dash for your aura, 2 Vs, 2 Ds, and 1 dash so far. I'll be adding on another dash in the near future. So, you know, the D, let's see if I can just kind of organize this for you guys just to, you know, make you understand. So the D will be here, and then the dash will be just above this dash as well. So we'll have 2 Vs, 2 Ds, and 2 dashes, and then that's how my modding will go for the meantime. So let's just move that there, put that there. Put on my Vitality, and what else we got? We have Continuity, which is a mod that I'll be showing you guys how to get because it's really important. Another D polarity here, so we have Narrow-Minded. It's very important. So those are our 3 duration mods that we need. Once we get those max rank, you'll see how powerful Nova actually gets. And we also need to throw on efficiency mods and stuff. So I'm actually going to drop one of these mods here to throw on efficiency. So which one? Yeah, I'll drop Constitution for now, and I'll throw on my Streamline here, which will be 1 from the top. And I'll explain why that's 1 for the top in a later video. Well, I guess I could kind of explain it now. So let's see, if I just go ahead and remove Vitality here. If we have Fleet and Expertise here, what you'll notice, right? If I were to throw on my max rank Streamline, which gives you a 30% increase, and I threw on my 1 from the top Fleet and Expertise, if I could throw it on, there we go, you'll notice that my efficiency still caps out at 175%, right? Even though 30 plus 50 is, you know, more than 75, right? So we have our base 100 efficiency. If we throw on our 1 from the top Streamline, and we throw on our 1 from the top Fleet and Expertise, if I can find that, where did it go? There it is. You know, you'll notice that it still goes to 75, right? That's because 50 plus 25 is 75. So, you know, if you were to just throw on that 30% mod, you'd be giving yourself 180% efficiency, but you wouldn't be getting any benefit from it because it caps out at 175%, which means by having this fully ranked out Streamline on here, you're kind of just wasting mod slots, right? So there's no reason having that on, and you're better off just running a 1 from the top. So that's why I farm up 2 Fleet and Expertise and 2 Streamlines, so I can have both a max rank Fleet and Expertise and a max rank Streamline if I'm running the build, which involves the mod called Blind Reg, which will increase your power strength, but it will degrade your efficiency by a lot, right? By 55%, I believe. So you need max rank Fleet and max rank Streamline to kind of counteract that. So that's why you get max rank. But for everything else, you want to just run your 1 from the top on both of those. So that's really that there. Let's just go ahead and throw on our mods again that were of importance. Here we go. Where's our Streamline? There it is. Actually, let's throw on our max rank just for now. And then we throw on our Vitality, which is also max rank as well. Or maybe it's not max rank. It was very close to max rank. We could probably get that max rank if we were just kind of get more credits and stuff, but it's whatever. And yeah, this is the build I'm going to be running in today's video. So what we're going to be doing, guys, if you remember way back at the beginning of the series, I showed you guys like an Oricon treasure room where you got like a little Item sculpture, right? I also explained Item sculptures in the previous video, but there's those rooms, and you can actually go to those rooms and get rare mods, right? But it has to be a certain level of mission, right? So I recommend bringing the Legion. And I also recommend bringing the Heck because you'll need it for the damage. This is the build I'm running on the Heck. So we have our corrosive heat damage, point blank health chamber, and this is the mods that I'm running on the Legion. So we have corrosive damage plus fury pressure point, and that's really all you're going to need. You might also want to bring attacks in with the carrier or the vacuum mod on. You can go ahead and max that there out if you'd like. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading to the Void from Neptune. So if we head all the way over to Neptune, and we look at to the Void here, just go on to the Void. This mission called Ukko right here, this is an extremely good mission for getting rare mods, right? And the reason I say that there is because it's a high level mission, and in these rare Void container rooms that we showed you, it has like an obstacle course. You can actually get mods like Continuity, mods like Vital Sense, mods like Rage or Berserker, which are mods that you 110% need to basically progress in the game, just like at complete random, just from like going into rooms that have the chance to drop these mods. Now, one thing I do want to say, guys, I apologize if you guys can hear my keyboard because I'm using a Razer Black Widow Chroma today, which is a very loud keyboard and is picked up very easily by my microphone. So, you know, it's unfortunate that I have to use this, but basically, we're going to be talking about the rooms in this tile set, which can drop these rare mods, this being one of them. You just want to go through all these like different Void containers and stuff and sort of see if you can get something. Now, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening here, and I don't want you guys to get disheartened if you get killed by any of these guys. Just try to like avoid them the best you can. So there's a lot of secrets in this place. So like down here, there's this little area down here. You know, this place isn't known for dropping rare mods in that little secret area, but we're just going to go through and talk about the ones that, you know, will actually drop rare mods. You can also farm Item sculptures from these rooms in here. that we were getting shot up in. So if you want to kind of go in there, maybe... Okay, no, this isn't going to work. Let's just get out of here and not die this early on. Okay, never mind. It's going to happen anyway. But, you can get item sculptures in there. You may want to bring a tankier frame to this place, like your Frost or Rhino. But I wanted to bring Nova just to sort of show you guys a few things that you could do. This is also a little, kind of a shitty room, because if you stand down there, those lasers are going to turn on and really mess you up. So... there's these vents up here. These can drop rare mods, I'm pretty sure. There is also a few rooms which we haven't found yet. There's a secret room down here. This does not drop rare mods in here. There is... so every time that you play this, there's going to be different rooms. The tile set's going to be different. But just to show you the rooms that will drop rare stuff. This here room here, this is usually an uncommon spawn. This here room will drop rare mods. So let's jump down here. Just have to break these containers. You can also open up those boxes too, and those will you know, like give you rare mods sometimes. But don't waste your time, I would say. Just go through, break all the boxes, rinse and repeat, because those give you like a higher chance, I'd say. Another cool note to add about this place, like if you're one of those players who actually went ahead and bought platinum, this place drops nothing, by the way. If you're one of those players that went ahead and bought platinum or something, and you bought a prime frame, the Doom Orbs, so those things that are shooting the lasers, those will actually give you like 200 energy, so it's worth bringing a prime frame into the void. This here place, I believe, can drop rare mods as well. There can also be a rare container spawns in here, so that's worth noting too. But you just want to be looking around for one of the rare vault rooms, really, and seeing if they actually do spawn. Now, it's not 100% spawn, but this place has a very likely chance to spawn one of these vault rooms. You also have to pay attention to the capture target too, right? Because you can't be letting him just escape, because if he escapes, it's mission over, and the mods that you picked up or were going to pick up are gone, right? And you don't want that happening at all. But I would prioritize getting the capture target done and then looking for the vault room. But if you find a vault room beforehand, it's whatever. You know, just go ahead, do the vault room, do the challenge, whatever. It doesn't really matter that much. Make sure to pay attention to your map in these rooms too, because you'll need to know what rooms you checked and what rooms you haven't checked. And the void can be a very confusing tile set, especially the newer players. So this is another one of those, you know, really cool rooms with a lot of the guns and sentry turrets and stuff. So just be wary of those. Like, there they go again. So try not to get hit by them. Try to sort of stay out of their line of sight. You can see that they aren't really that big of an issue. It's just more so the enemies that, you know, follow in and then start shooting as well once you start the exit. Those are more the problem, but as long as you kind of just stay on the move. The only reason I'm, like, you know, not going as fast is because I'm trying to limit the amount of noise I'm making on my keyboard as well, so you just want to be looking for it. Okay, so here is the void room. It's actually in the room that we spawned in. Feels bad, Flynn. But this is one of the obstacle courses, and you just want to stand in this tile set. This is going to open. There's going to be 2 lasers. Hit those, and then jump up the way. There's going to be another laser. That'll hit you. And so will this one. And then you want to go through this door, stand in this, and then walk through here. And then jump all the way over through here. Portal up here. Or just jump up, stand in this pressure plate. Go over here. And then teleport to the last room. Then there you go. That's the obstacle course done. Right? So there's different variations to these rooms. So there's the one that has like the lasers. There's, you know, there's a lot of different places that can possibly spawn. So, you know, make sure to just be quick. Bring Nova, bring Excalibur, bring one of the 2. And yeah. Now all you want to do is destroy all these crates. And you'll see you'll get like a shit ton of mods. There we go. We got Rage. That's a must-have. And yeah, so you have a chance to get like pretty much any rare mod from this place, apart from corrupted mods. Can't get corrupted mods. That's the downside. So any rare mod that you don't have, and it's just like a normal drop, you can get it from here. I don't believe you can get things like Crimson Dervish though, but don't quote me on that. Crimson Dervish is a stance mod which will increase your melee damage by 300% on a certain combo. So it's really good. It's pretty much a must-have if you want to use swords. But you know, it's just a great room to be farming your mods in. And that's why I showed it, right? Because it's really good. So go there. farm up a bunch of rare mods. You can also use it to maybe farm elements as well, because, I mean, you can do that. And make sure to actually capture the capture target. He might kill you, or he'll... Okay, that's not him. He's actually down. He got down by the laser. That is hilarious. Okay. So he can run in here and get down by the laser. Just make sure that you don't do the same. I thought the corpus guy that downed me was the capture target. And I was like, oh, he's going to kill me. Feels bad, man. But turns out it wasn't. And I just killed myself to a laser. Feels bad. So you will die in here, especially if you're not careful. And it is pretty difficult. I'm aware of that. But this is just the type of content that you have to do to kind of like get those rare mods, right? Like I said, you could bring Excalibur or something, and that's totally fine. But, you know, I just wanted to bring Nova because of the portal to get it done fast, to show you how fast those things can be done. Here's another secret room in here, so if you go to the top of this and you press X here, you're just going to fall down the elevator, and you can get rare mods from this place too, from those containers. And that's pretty cool. And then we're moving on, and then we're at the exit, right? So these tile sets can either be really big or really small, and it just kind of depends on, you know, how lucky or unlucky you are, really, whenever it comes to it. So that's how you farm rare mods, and the mod that you're looking to get from there, if you haven't already got it by playing, well, the 2 mods, I should say, or free mods, are Streamline, Intensify, and Continuity. And you can get all 3 of those from that room right there. You also want to get Vital Sense, and you want to get Point Strike, if you don't already have Point Strike. Point Strike's actually really common, but you need that for your Soma. Just quickly, before I continue on this video as well, I actually got a gift from someone. It's called Justin Plays. Thanks for watching videos, by the way, when you open the mail, and I just open it in videos, and he gave me a Warframe slot, so that's actually really nice of him. So yeah, that's going to allow me to, you know, get another frame. But obviously, I'm not going to, use that there in the guide. We're going to actually buy a slot and, you know, do our thing. But that's going to help out later on whenever I, you know, need to get more frames to show you some stuff like Loki, for example. So I actually really appreciate that, Justin. That was really nice of you. But, you know, the Void, it's a really cool place for getting mods, especially Ukko. Everything else here, I mean, you can farm relics in this place. And whenever we get to Sedna, there's going to be a boss fight that we have to do. So if you take a look over here, you can see that actually Boar is there, but he's actually like cut in half, right? So he'll spawn in those missions where you can see him cut in half, and you can kill him and get the dual stat toxin mods, which will give you toxin damage plus status chance. So, you know, it's worth coming into the Void and actually completing this place. So I believe you'll get to Belenus here, and then you'll have to double back and then go all the way from Neptune up to Pluto. And then once we, you know, get those mods that we need, we'll be able to actually take on the Hyena Pack, right? We could probably even do it now with the build that we actually have on. It's just, I want you guys to kind of max out all your mods, right? So if I were to give you guys like a roadmap for what we're going to be doing with this build, we would be throwing on, you know, our Intensify and Power Drift, which I'll be making a guide this week, hopefully, with the drift mods, right? Because I went over them very briefly in the last video, but hopefully I'll be making my 7 principal guides this week, and it'll be like one of the next episodes of the beginner guides. So we'll be getting this here, and then we'll be, you know, combining that there to give our 75% slow for our Nova. So we have our Intensify Power Drift, gives us our 145% power strength, meaning that we get our 75% slow. We have our Vitality on here for our health, Continuity, Narrow-Minded, and then we'll have Constitution on for our duration. Then we'll have Streamline and maybe Fleeting Expertise. It's personal preference for, you know, our efficiency. And then from that point onwards, I think it's just flow that we need, and then that's really it. And then that's our Nova build completed, right? So this is coming together very, very nicely. And it's just all down to me ranking up the mods now, and then we can jump in and we can kill the Hyena Pack. We can start farming Loki. We can claim Loki, and then we can move on to Pluto, which will be our dedicated farming spot for Excalibur. If you didn't choose Excalibur at the start, which you guys should have if you're following this guide. We'll learn about the Ambulance. We'll also learn about farming on Hyricon, which is a pretty good place to farm. And we'll also go about unlocking the War of Inquest and things like that there. So from the Pluto Junction, we'll get the Dragoon Blueprint, and we'll get the Chroma Systems Blueprint. You don't really need to worry about building Chroma. He's a great frame and everything, but you don't really need him. And once we get to Pluto, we'll do the Sedna Junction. We'll get the War of Inquest, and then we'll talk about the rewards from the War of Inquest, and then we'll probably look at getting the next frame on my list after Loki, which is Mesa. So yeah, Loki's kind of just like a nice to have frame for completing spy missions, and then farming Ivara and stuff. So this guide is all kind of coming together. Like, I'm basically showing you how to get everything in the game with this guide. So, you know, it's not necessarily like, you know, I'm just showing you how to get the end game. I'm actually showing you everything in the game this time. So it's going to be a lot of work. And yeah, so next video is going to be our Lua farming guide. So for the 7 principles and stuff like that there. And then once we get all the drift mods, we will talk about making more builds, putting them all together, and things like that there. So get formatting your Nova. Try to copy the build that I have. You can also maybe format your Excalibur if I go ahead and show you a build. And make sure to be leveling up in your master rank. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm going to come in this account and actually level up some more weapons and stuff on Hydron, on Sedna, because I have that unlocked right now. And then that will allow me to, you know, make the videos a lot faster for you guys as well. So this is currently what I'm running on Excalibur. I put 1 form on, and I just put dash in the aura slot, which allowed me to get more mod capacity with the use of Energy Siphon as well. So other than that, the only tip that I can really give you guys is make sure to stay on alert whenever it comes to the alerts. See what I did there? And pick up the working catalysts and working reactors whenever they come around every 2 weeks after the dev stream. So they'll usually put one out, like it's either going to be a gold or a blue potato, or, you know, an working reactor or an working catalyst after the dev stream. They can also show up in invasions and stuff. And in the next video, we're probably going to be talking about invasions as well, and getting the G3 to spawn so we can farm Split Chamber, Natural Talent, Bar the Fusion, and Hell's Chamber too, and the Brack, which is a pretty good weapon as well. Other than that, I'll be working on the clan, I'll be working on the master rank, I'll be working on leveling, and that's what I'm going to be doing in between now and the next video. So if you guys enjoyed this video of the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, or this episode, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Warframe, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide, don't forget to hit that like button below, and if you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.